Is the Brady C. Jefcoat Museum of Americana haunted? In September 2022, the Ghost Guild Paranormal Research Team, based in the Triangle area of North Carolina, investigated the Jefcoat Museum. In March 2024, the Old Dominion ghost hunters from Virginia also investigated the museum. This video discusses the theories about what might possibly be haunting the museum and shares the results of those investigations. Theory 1. One or more objects in the museum's collection has the energy of a previous owner attached to it.
Take this,
Push
it, and it starts.
Okay.
And just push it right there, and it'll stop automatically when it gets back to there.
Oh, okay. The Jefcoat collection displayed here in the museum is enormous. There are over 10,000 items on display. Because Mr. Jefcoat collected from flea markets and antique stores, the histories of most of the items are not known. Who owned them? Was the item a cherished and prized possession? Did the owner have a strong emotional attachment, perhaps because it came from a loved one? One thing we do know is that some of the items in the collection are downright creepy. At first glance, they may seem unassuming or even familiar, but upon closer look, you can see that there's something odd about them. Taxidermied animals, medical devices, military grave markers from every American war. Whose graves did these originally mark? Even the familiar portrait of his master's voice, the RCA mascot dog listening to a record of his owner's voice, is innocuous until you realize that the dog and the record player are sitting on top of the owner's casket. Theory number 2. Mr. Jefcoat is still looking after his collection. Brady C. Jefcoat was quite a collector. He spent his life collecting the items that are on display in the museum. Many of them were in a terrible state of disrepair, but he used his skills and talents to restore them and bring them back to life. When word of his collection got around, the Smithsonian, the North Carolina Museum of History, and other museums wanted some of the pieces, but not all of them. Jefcoat wanted the entire collection to remain together as he collected it. He established an endowment to preserve and display his collection that he had dedicated his life to creating. The museum opened in 1997 in the old Murfreesboro School High Street. Mr. Jefcoat lived to see the museum open. He died in 2013. Is he as devoted to looking after his collection now as he was before he passed away? Theory number 3. Paranormal energy and activity come from the days when the building was the Murfreesboro School. The Murfreesboro School opened in 1922 and served as a school for over 60 years. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, teacher Marjorie Riddick used to regale her classes about living in a haunted plantation house north of Murfreesboro near Como. Her 9th grade class experienced a strange event one day. As Mrs. Riddick was teaching, the classroom door slowly opened. Without missing a beat, Mrs. Riddick said, "You ghosts just turn around and go back home. These students are in class now." A moment went by, and then the door closed as mysteriously as it opened. Are the Riddick ghosts still haunting the old school building? Or could there just be residual school spirits? the investigations. The teams used various instruments to detect paranormal activity, including electromagnetic field meters, thermometers, spirit boxes, REM pods, and different types of video and audio recording devices.
The last time I was in this building, I took a photograph of this antique crystal ball, and it appeared like there was a weird face in it in the photograph. And I'm trying to reproduce seeing that face again by approaching the ball at different angles. I had thought that it might have been a reflection from this lamp, but there's really nothing in this lamp that is bright enough color that it would have been shown a reflection. Now I can see my white t-shirt. This is an audio recorder. You put it right here. Now the audio and the video are both running. And we're on the third floor of the Brady C. Jefcoat Museum. I would like to talk to Mr. Jefcoat if he's here. Mr. Jefcoat, I understand that you were very, very proud of this collection, and you wanted to make sure it all stayed together. And that's how it wound up here in Murfreesboro. And I know that you spent a lot of your life working on these objects and adding to this collection, collecting these many beautiful, beautiful pieces. Are you still here looking after your collection, Mr. Jefcoat? You have all these pieces here. Many of them are music boxes. If you're here and you want to let us know that you're here and that you're still looking after the collection, you can make a noise on one of those music boxes or one of these pianos. Or you can speak to us. We have video and audio recorders going. You can also come over here near me and you can touch this plasma ball. And when you touch it, it will make that light bulb change.
So the other way. Alright guys, if you can see this, we're live in the basement, the Jefcoat Museum. Right now we're in the hallway. And we got the REM plot on the floor here. And what's interesting is that, I don't know if you can see, Justin heard a voice potentially coming from down this way on the live audio mic that we have down here. So we're going to do a little session zoom. Yeah. We got our camera set up over here. And spectrum shot of the hallway. Right, I shouldn't have worn the hoodie. Yeah. Oh yeah. What's the temperature? Really?
That's the highest it's been.
And just a little advertising. If you guys want to come check out Jefcoat Museum, you should. It's a really awesome place. And it's down here in Murfreesboro, North Carolina. Awesome little town. If you guys can make it out here, a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of old music things, instruments.
Somebody like shuffling.
My shoes, maybe, but hear that? You heard something?
See, that's why I hate not listening. I don't know where anything's coming
And see, the thing is, Justin can right now. He can hear frequencies that we can't hear because he's listening to the mic. So the mic is able to hear above and below the human range of hearing. So if he hears something we don't, that could be interesting, potentially.
And I have to ask you guys because I have no idea where this noise is coming from. There's no direction in the earphones.
I heard something sound like your own voice.
Do you really?
I don't think it was the bed behind me.
Yeah, but it's on.
That's interesting. Because he's standing right near where that was caught.
It was that pitch.
If you're here, if you're trying to talk, we thought we might have heard you
I think it was behind me. But I don't
in that
think
room.
I've kind of gotten used to the noise.
Let's see. I'll flip it for a second.
It is very feminine.
Yeah.
Female voice, Justin?
Yeah. I'm really gonna have to. Dude, I keep going right here.
I'm getting you on the light for the live, by the way. That's why.
Dude, every time I walk right here, I'm getting distortion.
Oh, really?
Hold on. Okay. None. Distortion. None.
I don't know.
Give that.
Is there some kind of... Yeah. See if you're picking up any EMF.
On the wall. There's something next to you, baby.
I don't really see anything obvious. I mean, this is like a sprinkler line.
That's the
not good.
fire suppression system that was put in, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When they built it, when they converted it to a museum.
Oh my god, the camera's facing us.
Yeah. Why, that's scary?
You turn it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a full man. It was me.
Saw a guy wearing the same outfit I have on.
Last time I looked, it was right down that hall. So
Yeah.
it was-
Sometimes you scare yourself in this field.
yeah.
Oh, I heard that. Oh, you go ahead. Heard something.
The millimeter's messing up. It's at like 600 degrees.
Is it really?
Your thing's working right?
It may be. Did you have the negative and positive in the right side? Oh, you do?
They haven't.
See, it's going wacky.
Usually it's like either electrical interference or...
I'm telling you, there's something like I'm getting interference with the mic. Not right now.
Make sure... Are you sure the probe's on there right? With the right
is working
positive and
just-
negative? Yeah, there's a probe on there.
Oh, okay.
It was on right?
That was right.
It just started when I walked over
It's
here.
weird. Yeah.
It was working just fine.
I'm getting distortion in here. A lot of distortion.
Now it's not showing anything.
Yeah.
Damn it, we don't. That's the only equipment we have down here too. They're fluorescent.
Look at the
lights
REM
above
pod
us,
out
but they're
there.
not on.
Yeah. It's definitely not picking up that.
Do you want to go grab a EMF maybe?
We got the REM, but we don't have another
Oh,
EMF.
look, it's zero.
But that's still working.
Yeah,
The
that
EMF's
is,
still
you're
working.
right, it is.
It's just the bottom is the temperature.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still working.
Yeah.
It's not reading the temperature for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why. That's kind of weird.
Damn, that was loud. Bang the flashlight into the recording. I'm getting a hell of distortion in this room though. I think it might be something electrical in here.
Could be. What? I don't know though.
It's weird. I don't really get distortion with this mic.
That is weird.
Andrew, that's the same distortion I heard on the other mic.
Is it?
The same exact distortion.
That's weird. In the same area, kind of too.
Like that.
Hmm.
Here, listen.
I wonder if it's. Let's see. You still hearing it? Mm-hmm. Can you hold this real quick? Yeah, let's flash it. You just pointed that right. Do you hear it?
Walk around a little
I
bit.
mean, maybe faintly I hear it, but
No, it's coming in and out.
Let's see.
Some parts are louder than others. I don't usually get distortion like that when I walk listening.
I don't know where that came from.
Sounds.
I mean, I couldn't tell if it was a bang or if it was like just settling.
Well, could have been settling. But it did happen twice back to back.
I'm hearing noise here, some kind of electrical noise.
Yeah.
Oh, like yeah. Oh yeah, we heard this earlier.
But that's not the noise I heard.
That's not the noise I heard.
Yeah, that was like some kind of bang or something.
Did you say something after you said that's not the noise?
It's me. What did you hear?
I'm gonna have to write down these times. After he said that's not the noise, it kind of sounded like your voice still, but like
What's the next sound? What's the next time?
31 and a half. Or 31:20. I'll just write it down.
I was gonna say I would write it, but I got the Facebook thing going.
The thing was, I was turning the mic, and it sounded farther away than you, so that's why it sounds farther away, I think. I'm noting that for myself as well.
Yeah.
4, 6.
Thank you guys who did watch. I think there was a few people, but appreciate it. And we're gonna probably do one more live a little bit later for the night owls. Maybe around yeah, exactly, maybe around 1 o'clock or so. But yeah, we'll let you know if we get any of that evidence and post it maybe later if we catch the audio of what we think could be a female voice. So appreciate it, guys.
It's midnight.
It is midnight. At approximately 1:20 in the morning, on the main level of the Jefcoat Museum, in the room that has the queen bed, Cody, Justin, Al, Jeanette, and Andrea were using what's known as the Estes method. Cody was wearing headphones with the spirit box, while others in the room asked questions, and Cody was not able to hear them at the time. They did receive some direct and intelligent responses using this method.
Do you have any connection to Marjorie Riddick? Mrs. Riddick talked.
Wheeler.
Yeah, that's a big name from this town. So John Hill Wheeler?
Yes. The light. Red.
Can you touch that red light?
No.
I feel like if that's intelligent, it's talking about the red light.
Yeah, I agree.
The red light.
He hears.
So is the Brady C. Jefcoat Museum haunted? In addition to what we've already shown you, the Old Dominion ghost hunters also reported that 2 investigators, Maria and Andrea, both experienced what felt like their hair being touched when they were in one of the rooms of the museum. But in order to find out if the museum is haunted, you probably need to visit on your own. The museum is open on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, and to groups by appointment. Call 252-358-1202.